Alrighty, so we're still working on Emma. We found some good stuff, and we've gotten the rib cage and the most of the vertebra taken care of. Oops, sorry, most of the vertebra taken care of. We've gotten most of the spine, and a big chunk of it is still articulated, which is kind of cool. We're moving on to femur and pelvis. I've got some of it showing, but not all of it. So this is your warning that things are about to get gross. Look away now if you don't want to see it. And the camera's a little bit crooked. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's see if we can set you up so you can see things again. Okay, so this is down here is where the knee is. That's the femur. This is pelvis. Again, my anatomy is not great. But so I may be wrong, but I'm pretty confident on most of this. Might be making total mistakes on some of it. I'm gonna try, it looks like the femur might still be articulated with the pelvis, and I don't want to tear that apart if it's still there. So I'm gonna proceed kind of carefully and try to find the other femur and the other half of this pelvis so that I can get it kind of all up at the same time in case it's all connected still. So this might take me a little while. There's something else right here, some other bone right there and I don't have good tools. I couldn't even find a spoon that I was willing to sacrifice to the decomposition gods. So yeah, a lot of this is baling twine that I use to help bury them, so I know it looks weird, but it's just baling twine. This is sheet. So that means that it's not going to go any deeper than that. This must be lower leg, maybe the other leg. I'm just trying to be really careful to not break anything or pull anything apart that's not wanting to come apart, or that wants to come apart that I don't want to come apart. That looks like a tiny little tail vertebra, maybe? Look at that little friend. Maybe the end of the tail. It doesn't have a canal for the spinal cord. So, or maybe it does, maybe tiny. I don't know. Something like that. It's in the right place to be a tail vertebra. I'm kind of filming these in chunks so that I can keep on stopping it so that it doesn't get overwhelmed when trying to upload. So that's why it's a little bit choppy. Just keep on looking around. You'll find all the parts that I have. I didn't film excavating Mabel because most of it was damaged. She was wrapped in a much thinner sheet, and the rats had definitely gotten to her before I did. I let her sit too long. I had no idea how long it would take, so I let it go too long. I didn't want to come out and have Mabel soup sitting here, so I overcorrected and waited too long instead. Oh wait, there's femurs going that way. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna be more in depth than I expected. Basically, since Emma is still so well preserved inside of the sheet, I can basically just keep on digging around until I find the sheet, and that tells me, like that's sheet right there, so she's not gonna have any bones past that sheet. That makes things a little bit easier to figure out where everything is. That's a vertebra, I think. Maybe? Yeah, must be. Yeah, there's the femur. Can you see in there? Yeah. That's the femur right in there. And so I have a feeling that that's femur, that's the lower leg, and this is the part that head right down to the foot and hoof right here of the second leg. I've already pulled out the lower leg on the other leg, but this is the femur to that leg. Okay, gotta move my boot. I'm gonna switch my feet. There we go. Okay. This is a lot to get through. And the knee is all the way in there. Maybe right there. No, not quite. That's a rock. Yeah, the knee is like really in there. Alright. So this I think is the hock. And it is not attached to anything, so I'm going to take that apart. I think that's a part of the hock. Another part of the joint. Pretty sure that's joint. Lower leg. A little tough to fur. Lower leg. This probably what goes down to the foot. Lots of little bones associated with the foot. I don't know if they're actual foot bones. Do goats have actual foot bones? Probably, right? But these are all beautifully still intact. Oh, wow. Check this out. There's our hoof. That's the two toes of the hoof. They're hollow. My fingers are in them. But yeah, that's her hoof. That's crazy. I still feel things down in there. That. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. That's the last one. I think that's a little foot bone. Probably the one that goes down into the hoof. Okay, now back to this. I'm trying to figure out how to wiggle it free without pulling it apart. And also without killing myself trying to dig it all up perfectly, because my back is not going to allow a ton of this. Let's see if I can just pull on the sheet a little bit. That's not bad. What about you? Ooh, that made some movement. There we go. Oh, shoot, the femur fell off, but it was pretty wiggly. Well, there's the femur. With either connective tissue or fat or, I don't know, is that what happens to joint fluid? I don't know. I have no idea what that is. One femur intact. Yeah, the pelvis let go of the other femur too. There's pelvis straight out of the ground. That's impossible to mistake it for anything else. Straight out of the ground. Let's try to clear this out a little bit. There. There we go. That is definitely a pelvis. And it's in perfect condition. No damage to it at all. That's awesome. Sorry about the allergies. Alright, I'm going to try to take out the femur and the upper or the lower leg together in case they're articulated still. There. Is there anything else in there? I don't see anything else. Oh, they're not. Okay. They fell apart as soon as I put them down. Lower leg. That's knee. That's the knee end. And I think that's the hock end. And then femur. With a little friend coming out. Hi, friend. There's the ball joint. And that goes down to the knee. You can see the groove for the kneecap right there. I don't see the kneecap. I don't know if that would be something that I could find or not. I don't see it. And I didn't see it with the other one either. So I think that's it. I'm going to dig around a little bit more. If I find anything else, I'll start up another video. But I think that's all of Emma. Let's try to do this without doing too much accidental advertising. But this is the pile of Emma. That stuff is Mabel. This is Emma. So there we go. When I dig up more, I have more. I think 4 more in here that are other people's goats. That I'll film that too. All right. Thanks.